This is Richard Nikol here at Summer NAMM 2015, talking about our patch boxes. This is a Eurorack enclosure foot pedal for effects. The idea is that you fill this with Eurorack modules and you have a stomp box that is fully customizable, infinitely configurable, and a great way to get some madness into your guitar. You have, in the box itself, it comes empty so you can fill it with modules. You have a preamp built in, and that's just getting the guitar level up to synthesizer level, which is a much higher level. But at 12 o'clock, it's nice and clean. After that, it does overdrive really nicely. The output, you have an output level as well. That's going to give you anywhere from guitar level out if you're chaining it to more pedals or going into an amp, or you can go all the way up to line level if you're going into your DAW. So it's very flexible in the inputs and outputs as to what's coming in and out. Works great with guitars or basses, even synthesizers. You want to plug in an old analog synth or something that works great in there. 2 foot switches built in, fully assignable, so they don't do anything out of the box. They're not tied to anything. You have 3 jacks for each one. What that lets you do then is assign the foot switches to, say, turn off an effect, or switch between 2 modulation sources. If you want to have a fast modulation and a slow modulation, you can patch that up to do that. You can patch between, so going from one effect to another, or just bypassing the effects altogether. There's another 3rd foot switch, that's the true bypass for the whole pedal, so that bypasses all the circuitry and lets you bypass the whole thing. Also a mult built in, so if you want to split a signal, it's right there. Just 2 expression pedal inputs as well, so that lets you use, you know, like a Moog expression pedal, or M Audio makes some great ones. You can use that, 2 of them in here, that ends up giving you 0 to 5 volts. So essentially it lets you turn a knob by using your foot. You can assign that 5 volt expression CV to any parameter on the modules, so you can use it to control the delay time, or control the amount of feedback on a delay, or you can use it to control the bit rate on the crusher, or say for filter cutoff, if you want to use it as a wah pedal, you can certainly do that. Or because it's all patchable, you can have it do all those things at the same time. So you can just use the mult to split the signal and use it to affect several things at once, which is very cool. So that's the user interface on the guy. On the back, you can see there's the 1/4 inch input, 1/4 inch output. You have your 2 expression pedals and your plug there. So let's see what it sounds like. I met these guys today from Evolution Guitars. It's a guitar company based in Pittsburgh. I had no idea. They are 4 blocks away from us. We had no idea they existed. They make some cool looking guitars. I'm not a guitar player. Let me just preface this by saying that. You know, I make synthesizers for a living, but I'm gonna try. So let's see what I can do. What we have going on here is our phase shifter. It's a 16-stage analog phase shifter. That is patched in here. We also have our crush module, which is an analog downsampler. I have the switch routed to whether the crush is turned on or not, so here is just the phase shifter. And we can bring in the crush using the switch. I can now add the expression pedal in here. We'll go into expression pedal, and we can change that to say the amount of crush that we're using. So you can hear there's in and out. And because it's all voltages, you can really dial in exactly what you want the pedal to do. You can set the beginning and the end of the frequency sweep on it, or the voltage sweep on it, to get it so it performs exactly how you expect it to. The modules that we make specifically for this, we have our phase shifter, the crush module, which is a new module for us. Again, it's an analog downsampler where you have a step or interpolate switch to give it different flavors. Then you have a voltage controlled mix between the crush signal and the dry signal. The amount of crush is also voltage controllable. We have our analog replicator, which is the Bucket Brigade analog delay. Our filter module, which is our classic state variable filter, lets you do low pass, high pass, band pass, which is the classic wah sound, and then a notch filter. And then we have our Verb Tronic reverb, which is a digital reverb, very 80s-tastic, not only in name, but also in sound. It's really a cool sounding reverb. It also has a feedback control, so it'll self-oscillate. I don't know too many reverbs that self-oscillate. Pretty interesting. Those are the effects. We also have our low-pass gate, which you can use a low-pass gate anywhere. It's a filter, it's a VCA, so you get some tremolo effects, you get some filtering effects on it. Very cool. Those are the modules that we have specific for the patch box. Now they're Eurorack modules. They work great in Eurorack systems as well. But we're really highlighting them here in the patch boxes. Okay, we're back. I found a real guitarist. So I'm just gonna patch and I'm gonna turn some knobs and I'm gonna let this guy play so you can actually hear what the thing sounds like. So that'll be very cool.
I'm Nate, proud and neglect and proud endorsed artist and English guitarist.
So what we have right now is patched up is he's using the module sort of as the pedal sort of as a wah. We have it going through the filter module and then the outputs directly into the analog replicator. So he's getting delay and filter. So if we switch it up now, instead of having him do the wah, I'll patch the expression pedal into the feedback. So now he's controlling the amount of feedback with the pedal. And you can also split it then and do both if you wanted to. Split the signal here. So now we're going through the expression pedals doing the wah and the amount of feedback, which just shows you some of the flexibility you can get with not only the expression pedal, but with the foot switches as well. We can take the filter now, instead of modulating it again with the foot switch, we can do it with an envelope follower. So we have the envelope follower now controlling the wah effect of the low-pass filter. Could use an LFO then to modulate the resonance. A pretty cool effect. Bring the delay back in. So that's an example of using the envelope follower, the filter, and the analog replicator together. The last module we can do a quick demo of here is the delay, or I'm sorry, the reverb. So here's the reverb module. We're going to overdrive using the preamp, which overdrives pretty nicely. We'll go full on with that. Give a nice overdrive sound going into the reverb. And with this guy, we can use the expression pedal then to modulate the mix from wet to dry. So as he moves the foot switch, it's going to go from full reverb to full dry. reverb has a tonal tilt, so it's a tone control, goes from low to balance to high. And then you have feedback as well, so it'll self-oscillate in here. Two settings. There's two lengths of delay or of reverb in here. There's Verb and Tronic. Verb is a more standard reverb, and Tronic is a more digital, more spaced out, almost a set of delays in its length. So this is the Verb setting, and this is Tronic then. To get the reverb sound, we're using 3 distinct delays. So we're just changing the length of those delays to get the 2 different types of settings with those. We called the module the Verb Tronic because we like the idea of those big, ridiculous 80s sounding reverbs, and that's what this module gives you. It is a digital module, it's not analog. So we wanted it to be sort of celebrating that early 80s digital reverb sound. We came up with the Verb Tronic. So that's sort of a demo of some of the sounds you can get with it, and some of the modules that you can put in it. They're Eurorack cases, so you can put any compatible Eurorack module in there, and the only thing that's going to make them compatible or not is depth. The cases are 42 millimeters deep, so the deeper modules aren't going to fit, but most modern Eurorack modules are going to fit great in this thing. It's available now. They're $349.